In this pit stop, we are exploring rich history of entertainment. We are still up here in Springfield right now. We are at the State Theater here in Springfield where, well, a band just finished up. And you got to just take a look at just this incredible venue as we take a live look outside right here. The band just finished up. Sounds incredible here in the State Theater. This theater built in the 1920s, and you got to know that there's a group of guys who have worked tirelessly to bring new life back to this building. I mean, it really is incredible. And they all had this vision to be able to create the epicenter of entertainment as it relates to any type of music or performances or any kind of media, and for people to come out and enjoy this building that has truly stood the test of time. And when I say the test of time, you're really going to see exactly what I mean, because we have Andrew over here, one of the partners that it's really helped bring this whole vision together. And this has been a labor of love. It truly has.
It really has. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody, you're at the State Theater. This place is beautiful. This was built in 1927. We've got all kinds of different rooms back here to look at. The old bones are still intact. I'd really like to show you around a couple of spaces if I can.
Yeah, I mean, really, let's go ahead and take a look in after you, sir. And, you know, the thing is, it's like when you look around here and you say, oh my gosh, I mean, this is how it was all done. This was, you know, ground zero for entertainment in the 1920s. This is where everybody would come in. I mean, you can see the old switchers. I don't know if you would actually call them that. I don't know the technical term for these things back here, but I mean, you can see it all.
This is the old switchboard. This is authentic. It's still not really in our use, but it's still operable. This is where Chacker's Theater's home office was back in 1927, and when they had built this theater. At that time, there were 15 movie theaters in downtown Springfield at that time, surprisingly enough. And this was a dedicated silent film theater, and so this is the projection room. So it's just really cool to see kind of the old restroom area and how they operated this building. So we're really fortunate to still have it around.
Absolutely. And I mean, you're really finding ways to keep that tradition ongoing. I mean, just an incredible band wrapped up. Tell me a little bit about the entertainment that people can expect when they come out here.
Well, we do a lot here at the State Theater. It's a multi-use facility. We do free movie Mondays at 7 p.m. We sometimes do salsa lessons. We have vaudeville entertainment, burlesque shows, open mic comedy nights. We have intimate shows up near the bar area, which you'll see here shortly when we go back downstairs. Thursday nights, we have a trivia night. It is the best trivia in Springfield. It's so much fun. And a lot of times on the weekends, we'll have live entertainment like we do tonight. And this band, the Factory Line, they just finished up tonight. They're a bunch of friends of ours.
And I can tell that this really is a collaborative of a bunch of friends. You guys all truly work together. You have a vision to make Springfield just a hot spot to have a good time, raise a family, and just go out and enjoy entertainment, food, drinks, and all the great things that this area has to offer. So what do you say we start making our way downstairs?
Great.
But as we do that, I do want to hear a little bit more about just the collaborative effort and just the work that went into taking on this task, because I'm looking around and I'm saying, hey, I can hardly switch a light bulb, but you guys are, you know, you invested a lot of time, energy, money, and resources to bring this all back to life.
Well, that's true. Thanks for bringing that up. There are a lot of people at play here. There are a group of 4 guys who rescued this building and really made this stuff possible for us to operate and bring this to the community. And if it weren't for them, none of this would be possible. This building wasn't really doing much 2 years ago, but thankful. There's actually a couple of owners here right now that we're going to meet, actually. But we're very, very grateful, and we have a lot of fun working with the ownership group and Altered State Group. And I want to introduce you to those couple of guys right now, in fact, if you'll allow me.
It looks like they're in the middle of a conversation here. Oh, here we have Rod. Rob is just, you know, hanging out. You having a good time?
Oh, what a night.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, the band just finished up. I'm going to catch up with you a little bit later on, Andrew. We'll catch up with you here in a bit. But, you know, this really has been a labor of love. We were talking to Andrew. I mean, just looking at this venue, looking at the stage, the sound quality of it all, I mean, you guys have really spared no expense. You pulled all the stops to do everything you can to make this place a place where people want to come and enjoy live music and make new friends along the way.
And thank you for recognizing that. It absolutely has been a labor of love. 3 of my best friends from high school, we bought and saved this building, and 3 of my best friends operate the building. We grind it 6 days a week. We do live movies. We do salsa. We do comedy. We do trivia. We do live bands. We do rentals. We are really trying to elevate and lift our hometown to the glory that it deserves.
And the one thing I've loved, as we go ahead and just take a look over here, because I know that everybody that's watching this right now, they're saying, like, we want to see a closer look at the stage. But the other thing I've noticed as I came in here this evening, I mean, just right here, you guys really do work really hard to make this an affordable experience for everybody that comes out. You know, this is just one of the events that you put on here, but you guys are making making it accessible. Why is it important for you to make it accessible for everybody that comes in here?
Because we are the living room for the community, right? We did this for the generations that preceded us, and we are our community's living room. So we are open for everyone to walk through this door at a very approachable level, just to immerse themselves and feel the joy.
Well, let's go ahead and just feel the experience. Just take a look around this room. I mean, you can just see from the lights to the ceiling to the windows to the walls and all the things in between. It really does still hold that charm from the 1920s when this was originally built. And you guys, I can only imagine, wanted to really hold on to that infrastructure, hold on to that charm as you guys were breathing new life into it.
That's exactly right. This was built in 1927 as Springfield's very first palace, cinematic palace. There were vaudeville houses before it, other theatrical houses, zoetropes, sort of dime storefront theaters. This was an ornate palace intentionally built for the community to be accessible for the common person. You know, it was 5-10 cents to get in. You could experience the grandeur of, just the magnificence for pennies on the dollar. And relative to that in value, that's what we are attempting to bring.
You guys are still holding on to that
Contemporary setting.
You guys are still holding on to that legacy and that tradition. And of course, just the way that these old buildings were constructed, they were built for media. They were built for entertainment. Just the way that the ceilings and the walls and everything, again, in between, it's all meant for entertainment. So let's go ahead and take a look over here.
The size of that screen, it's like a 2-story screen.
Yeah, look at that screen back there.
The acoustics are magnificent. And my partner Bartley will speak to the acoustician quality of this palace.
All right, we're right on. We're going to go talk to Bartley over there. Rod, great talking to you. We'll catch up a little bit later on. So here we have Bartley over here. So as you can see, he's manning the audio board over here, and he's the one that's making sure that everybody's dancing, having a good time, that the room is balanced, that things sound great. The band sounded amazing tonight, and that's probably your handiwork.
Yeah, that's I built the sound system. We put in a state-of-the-art sound system about a year and a half ago, and it's just been a great experience ever since.
And you guys, again, this is a collaborative effort between you, Andrew, Rod, and of course we're going to be talking to Nick a little bit later on. But what do you have to say in terms of just the way that this building was constructed for just great entertainment and being able to take this modern day technology, modern day way of engineering sound and adapt it to the way things were done back in the 1920s?
Well, back in the 1920, this building was built in 1927, and you can see where the arches are. That's a natural amplifier. So back in the 20s, when they built this as a silent theater, there weren't speakers, so they had to improvise.
It's all about improvising, making sure that you can find new ways to meet the needs of a growing crowd. And what would you say to anybody that's watching this right now? They haven't heard of the State Theater here in the Springfield area, and they're like, oh my gosh, I love live music, I love history, I love discovering new things in the Miami Valley. What would you say to them to help them make their way out there, no matter where they live in the Miami Valley, whether they're in Springboro, Oakwood, Dayton? What would you say to help them come out to the Springfield area so they can experience this treasure here in the Miami Valley?
Well, we have a lot of new bands that are coming up in the Miami Valley area. Dayton, we're perfectly positioned between here in Columbus and Dayton and Cincinnati, and we welcome anybody in those areas to come check us out.
Awesome, Bartley. The band sounded amazing tonight. Hope to talk to you a little bit later on. And again, the State Theater here in downtown Springfield, really just a treasure here in the Miami Valley. And if you haven't had the opportunity to come out and check it out, I'm going to tell you right now, do yourself that favor. Do yourself that favor of exploring something new in the area and exploring the history and exploring the entertainment, exploring the vibrance that this area has to offer. And again, what I love is that this is a group of buddies that fought tooth and nail to bring this back to life and to put their own spin on it, to put their own fresh perspective. And this is actually one of the guys responsible. Over here is Nick. What's going on, Nick? You doing okay?
I'm doing wonderful, thanks. How about yourselves?
The music was great. The people are great. And I really got to have a tip of the hat to you because you really went all in to make sure that this was something that was saved, that this was something that decades on, traditions later, and generations on and on could experience. Why was that important for you?
First of all, of course, I have many memories here, growing up, teenage years, etc., coming to movies. This is my hometown, born and raised. It will remain, the hometown, primary hometown for the rest of my life. And we need to continue to increase vibrancy, increase the culture and the social opportunities to enjoy here in Springfield. And honestly, one of my partners, one of the folks you probably have already spoke to, Rod Hatfield, and I looked into this location 20, 25 years ago, and we're interested in it. And things didn't work out then, and now you roll the camera forward many years, and it had been abandoned for a number of years, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to be in a position to consider what can I do to help. What can I do to help my hometown? What can I do to help increase vibrancy, etc., in downtown Springfield? And then once we learned that this building was literally going up for sale, a group of us quickly got together, and I couldn't be more proud of what my team and I has accomplished. Rod and the State Theater production group, all the work that they're doing, and we hope that our contribution to downtown Springfield, our contribution to increasing the vibrancy and the revitalization of our beloved hometown, certainly began before our investment here in the State Theater, but now that we're a part of it from the State Theater perspective and beyond, that we have nowhere to go but up, and up. And live, work, and play in downtown Springfield is now better than it's potentially ever been, or at least it's ever been in recent decades.
Really, you could probably say that it's probably a good thing it did sit empty there for that time period, because it was always meant for you to be a part of and bring it back to life, because you come at it with such passion and dedication, because this being your hometown, you want to create the space that you want to live in. You want to create the community you want to live in. So I can hear that passion in your voice. And what would you say real quickly before we let you go to anybody that has a passion for something to really go all in on a vision? You clearly had a vision for this space, and when the opportunity came about, you jumped on it. What would you say to anybody to help them do the same for their life?
First of all, don't be afraid. Take a risk. Stay within your means, of course, but sometimes money, investment, etc., is necessary, and sometimes that can be a little scary, or it can be a little impactful to one's abilities going forward. But doing good things, in my humble opinion, will always in the long run return good things to you. And therefore, go for it. Don't be afraid, and just live, love, and learn in the way you choose to. But always try to recognize that taking a little risk and trying to have a little vision, and what can you do to, impact not just your community, but your family, your friends, your employer, your colleagues, etc. And when you do it in your own hometown, and a place you've been born and raised and have a lot of love and passion for and commitment to. The feelings of good and involvement and partnership and contribution and making an impact and making a difference can really lift you up.
Well, I can certainly feel all that as I'm standing right here. And again, this building that was built in the 1920s, you can still see a lot of the original artwork, the original construction of this building. And again, congratulations to you for continuing to go after something you were so passionate about and sharing it with so many people here in your own hometown and from surrounding areas here in the Miami Valley. So we'll chat with you after a bit, all right? You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So again, the band just ended, but they're constantly holding so many different events here, from live music to movies to dancing, as we heard. I believe they said salsa dancing. So there's tons of activity constantly going on here, and really just a lot of activity overall in the downtown Springfield area. So we're going to go ahead and catch back up here with Andrew, and you can just see as we kind of are experiencing some rain here, but I want to show you the original State Theater marquee because I feel like it's worth seeing. It's original, and you can just see that it really is a landmark. It's something that stands out to people that are from this area as we take a live look at that.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, and they've done some work on this marquee and under the alcove. I really love the architecture that's in here. And everybody, make sure, if you want to have your party here, listen, contact us at info@springfieldstatetheater.com, our website, springfieldstatetheater.com. You can sign up for our newsletter. We will announce every movie that we do on Mondays. We'll have our entire programming schedule on that website and that convenient newsletter. And if you want to book your own private rental here, if you want to have a class reunion, a wedding, you just get a hold of me. It's Andrew@springfieldstatetheater.com, and we'll make sure that you have the best experience possible. Okay?
Yeah. You guys really do make it really easy. Let's go ahead and get back underneath here because it is raining a little bit, but it's all good. But the thing is, I really love, Andrew, that you are a champion for the downtown Springfield area. As we see just a nice food truck that is parked right outside the State Theater. Right across the way, though, the block away, we have Hi-Hat Social, which is your restaurant, your baby, as you described it to me, which is incredibly delicious. Great food, great cocktails, great people as well. And why is it important for you to continue to be an anchor for your community and create the community that you want to live in?
We love Springfield, Ohio, guys. Springfield, Ohio is where I'm from. It's where all of us are from. This is our hometown. We believe in this downtown community. And there was certainly a need for difference and alternative places for people to go eat, entertainment, things for people to do, people to have a better quality of life in Springfield. And so it's really important to me that my children and my family and friends and all of our favorite people have a chance to do that in downtown Springfield. So opening this restaurant on the other side of this block has been a dream come true. It's been received so well. We're so proud and we're humble. And now we have the State Theater that people can come in and they can grab a bite at Hi-Hat Social, walk right across the street, and see their favorite show, their favorite band here in Springfield, Ohio.
And just again, the experience itself as we go back inside, just because you guys have worked tirelessly to make sure that you've really kept the original architecture intact and really just, again, putting a fresh coat of paint, a fresh perspective, a fresh set of eyes on this building. And you're invited to be part of the action. So as Andrew just mentioned a second ago, make sure that you're always staying up to date on what's going on by hitting up the website, making sure that you're signed up for the newsletter.
SpringfieldStateTheater.com. Sign up for that newsletter. It's a great one. Yes.
Okay, so you sign up for that. You're going to be up to date on everything that's going on. And as you can see, this is a place where all types of people come and interact. And again, as we mentioned earlier, it's very accessible. The cover for this particular event tonight, and that's what, Rod was saying, is that you guys want to be able to share this treasure with the community. So you're pulling all the stops, doing all the things you can to make sure that everyone can come in here and share this place together.
Absolutely. Everybody, please do yourself a favor. Come out and visit the State Theater. You won't regret it. We give great hospitality. We treat everybody with so much love. This is really a special place to spend time with your loved one, friends and family. It's very comfortable. We try so hard to make sure to include so many different types of art in the community and to support these local artists. So please come on out.
Come on out. Make sure you hit up the website and support people that are doing some great things here in the Springfield community. One more time before we let you go, what's the website?
SpringfieldStateTheater.com.
There we go, SpringfieldStateTheater.com. And I will see you next time on the next Pit Stop.